It came to pass in the end. After suffering a precipitous decline, the Shiba Inu price is now beginning to rise again. The festivities have begun. Regardless, whatever it is, it's blocking Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu is reclaiming about $515 trillion. But today something much more important happened. Everyone rushed in at once. Finally, the age we seek has begun. Because of this, Shiba Inu will become one of the top 3 cryptocurrency. Why is this taking place? Moreover, what am I going to talk about? Now I'll explain it more thoroughly. Here at Wealthy Coins, we are pleased to provide you with Shiba every day. For all your Shiba-related questions, this is the place to be. Subscribe if you want to know what's happening in the cryptocurrency market and get the most up-to-date news predictions. Hit that like button if you want to see more Shiba news stories. Everyone has been waiting for today, and now it has finally here. Shiba Inus are finally eradicating the stigma. After what felt like an endless red run, the price is finally going in the right direction, and the community's relief is nearly audible. The Shiba Inu has grown in size during the past 24 hours, and while the percentage might not seem like a big deal, it becomes a big deal when you think about how tough things have been recently. As prices continued to fall, the market's outlook became increasingly gloomy. Nevertheless, things are looking up right now. We remember those who persisted through the hard times at this time. Tell me the most ridiculous part. Looking at the weekly chart reveals even more exciting details. The Shiba Inu is starting to move on from those devastating losses. Yes, it is still negative, but there has been a shift in the trend. It is exactly what we needed to keep an eye on. Healing is progressing, but at a snail's pace. We seem to be on the cusp of something bigger for the first time in a long time. The market seems to be settling down, which is great news for Shiba Inu owners who have been through a lot of chaos. But the thing I said earlier is still hanging around. It could also be important to be careful. A single expert has predicted that the Shiba Inu will face an insurmountable obstacle in its fight for survival. With a large amount of tokens above $515 trillion gathered at a critical price point, we are facing one of the most difficult resistance levels in recent trading history. Following the drastic correction that happened a few weeks ago, Shiba Inus are showing signs of stabilization and recovery. What follows, though, is the problem. Much of the selling pressure is coming from the large number of investors who bought the asset at a higher price and are now in negative territory. This is making an already difficult situation for the Shiba Inu even more difficult, since many people are hoping for a little price hike so they can sell them for either break-even or a small profit. This is a crucial battleground right now because the pricing is inside the zone where about 75,000 addresses have the 515 trillion tokens. The procedure is simple. Properties are categorized based on how profitable they are at the current market price. They will be making a profit if the selling price is more than what they bought. When prices drop, it usually means they're running out of money and will sell as soon as they go up again. There is real opposition because many holders are at this crossroads right now. It all has the potential to become exciting though if Shiba Inu can get beyond this huge hurdle. Furthermore, that is correct. There may be some logic to the pricing change. The signs are mounting, and one expert has even speculated that the Shiba Inu is getting ready for a major power play. The previous week has seen a noticeable decrease, and the decrease over the preceding month has been even more pronounced. But I must say, this is where things start to get exciting. The Shiba Inu is now trading in a crucial range, far from its renowned all-time high set in 2021. Experts are looking for signs of a turnaround in reaction to the huge gap, and some say we are getting closer to one. A major event may soon occur, according to expert Raven Cartel. During the last meme coin rise, Shiba Inus remained silent. However, this might change in the coming months according to their analysis. It is possible that the Shiba Inu is at the center of a new meme coin era that is about to begin. If history is any indication, Token Talk, a separate analyst, has also discovered an ascending channel structure. It usually means that the trend is moving up as long as the support levels are strong. There may be further unfavorable outcomes even if they don't. Nonetheless, hostilities have broken out. However, Javin Marks is utterly out there with his most daring forecast to this point. He sees the protrusion of a falling wedge structure, known to cause violent movements. The Shiba Inu's value could skyrocket, maybe reaching its all-time high, if everything goes according to plan. A request of that magnitude is required. The accumulation of momentum, nevertheless, makes it not completely impossible. But you might be asking, what's the real deal? What gives rise to this sudden upbeat mood? The Shiba Inu isn't the only one moving, though. The value of Bitcoin is also skyrocketing. At present, it is surpassing important resistance levels, and analysts are predicting that a breakout rally might happen soon, as it approaches the significant six-figure milestone. There has been a shift in the direction of Bitcoin's price movement, and signs suggest that it is picking up steam. Bollinger Bands indicate a possible trend reversal, prompting the reintroduction of more funds into the market. If Bitcoin manages to break through the next resistance, it might go even higher than $110,000. Not to mention, this is the most important part. Changes in Bitcoin's value impact the whole market. If this rally continues, life might get quite exciting for Shiba Inu and other animals. The events of today, though, were far more momentous, and they might have been the most important thing that propelled the Shiba Inu to new heights. According to recent estimates, there has been a notable surge in the number of cryptocurrency apps installed in the UAE. Crypto apps have seen explosive growth in the region, with downloads more than doubling from last year. According to app analytics provider AppsFlyer, the pattern became much more pronounced in the second part of the year, as the number of downloads steadily increased, especially in the last few months. The results of the US presidential election, according to AppsFlyer, are one of the main reasons for this growth. Experts in the field say that the surge in interest in cryptocurrencies is mostly attributable to Trump's support for them. While the number of downloads is on the rise, users are still finding it hard to stay engaged. Much of this growth can be attributed to aggressive marketing, as more than 50% of the traffic comes from sponsored promotions. Whether these new customers stick around for a long time is the true test. But there's no mistaking the numbers. An uptick in curiosity about cryptocurrencies in the United Arab Emirates might shake up the market globally. Amidst the flood of millions of new users, it is not surprised that Shiba Inu is seeing a surge in popularity. The Shiba Inu places the highest value on this, and here's why. If you've been following along with our previous videos, you know that the Shiba Inu has formed an exceptional bond with the UAE. Given the region's fast embrace of crypto, this could be the moment when the Shiba Inu gets elevated to a new level. Shiba Inus are far more likely to capture the interest of the millions of new buyers joining the Bitcoin market. With its growing ecosystem, continuous development, and practical applications, Shiba Inu has grown into more than just another meme coin riding the wave of excitement. Think about what this would mean for a nation like the UAE. This market is exceptional. There is no more powerful or affluent financial hub in the planet than here. The country's creative policies that entice large investments have helped it become a global leader in the use of blockchain and crypto. Because of this, we are not limiting our consideration to regular people who are interested in investing in Shiba Inu dogs. The market could see the entrance of major crypto billionaires. When affluent investors join the market, the price might change in ways no one has ever seen before. The value of Shiba Inus could rise and their profile could expand as a result of this unexpected burst of interest. A perfect storm may be on the horizon due to the potential participation of ultra-wealthy individuals, the rapidly growing cryptocurrency industry, and the Shiba Inu's pre-existing ties to the UAE. If major financial players or institutional investors decide to get in on the action, we can see a dramatic spike in price and acceptance. Hence, this may be a turning point, even though the Shiba Inu has always proven its merits. A turning point that takes it to new heights. Shiba Inu might get its next big rally started by taking advantage of the UAE's growing cryptocurrency sector. The advantages might be quite astounding if that happens. Things start to become interesting at this juncture. A single analyst has traced Shiba Inu's rise to the top 3 cryptocurrencies globally. The mysterious Shiba Inu leader, Satoshi Kusama, revealed a lofty goal last week. He has high hopes for Shiba Inu's future and thinks it will become a worldwide powerhouse in the next few years, maybe even cracking the top 5 cryptocurrency rankings. But there are some in the community who are thinking about much grander plans. Could the Shiba Inu really make it to number 3? Market valuations for the 3 most popular digital currencies are mind-blowing right now. Values in the hundreds of billions place second and third respectively, with a maximum in the trillions. Over the course of this time, the Shiba Inu has fallen far down the ranks. With a market worth below $8 billion, Shiba Inu would have to see a market value increase of more than 1,000%, or more than $160 billion, to be considered one of the top 3. If this were to happen, the value of each token would skyrocket, turning a little investment into a large one. It seems like something might happen sooner than expected, given that a well-known cryptocurrency analyst has just revealed that the altcoin season might have started. The change, in his opinion, has already taken place. Holders of stablecoins are now investing in altcoins, as opposed to the previous practice of transferring funds straight from Bitcoin to altcoins. The fact that altcoin trading volume is now far greater than Bitcoin trading volume is a clear evidence that things are